I welcome the first member of our panel, Mr. Kartikeya Sarabhai, Director CE. Sir, we welcome you to the webinar. You can just take over.
Thank you. Thank you, Pradipta. And it's wonderful to have all of us here together. We are almost 190 people already, and the number is increasing. But this is the launch, as Pradipta said, of the mighty microbes and viruses. Now, why this? The campaign for the World Environment Day this year is biodiversity. And if you think of biodiversity, compared to something like 95 lakh species, which we normally consider, which are the large mammals, the trees, the birds, the fish, and everything else, we have 100 crore, 1 trillion species of microbes. Now, microbes are things which we don't generally see. And the human limitation in terms of what we see, what we hear, everything else has guided us in terms of what we are capable of doing. But what the COVID situation has done is it has really shown how something in size, so insignificant in size, can bring down the entire human race in every country, in every economy. We have been brought down to our knees in trying to see how we can cope with this and how we develop our own immune system. Our own system also, which will deal with this, will also rely on microbes and viruses and antibodies to deal with it. So there's a whole world out there which we are not really recognizing. And I thought, as CE, we thought that what better time than the World Environment Day, working with the United Nations Environment Program closely to really let people know about it. So can I have the next slide? So the campaign is the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has really shot it out, but it's a national campaign which is starting today, but will go on for the next 6 months or so. And there will be several more detailed webinars, seminars, reading materials and others which will be there. And I hope that several of you will join into this, partner us, be a member of this, and then take that word further. So do stay with this. Next one. Sorry, next one, yeah. Now, the objectives of this campaign, one was, of course, just understanding this whole world of microbial biodiversity. My colleagues will later explain how microbes and viruses are not considered living, but they're somewhere in between. And why is that is also going to be explained to you. We need to, in a sense, respect and appreciate this whole microbial life. As Pradipta mentioned in the beginning, every bowl of dahi which we have is really the conversion of milk to dahi has happened because of these microbes, lactobacillus in this case. It is the third objective is the connection between human life and the life of the microbes. And it is surprising when someone tells us that each one of us is probably carrying something like 2 kilos worth of microbes in our own system, most of it in our gut. But that is the amount of microbes which are busy working to keep us alive the way we think it is, to keep our food system working, to keep our immunity system working. So to understand and respect that better, what is the positive action and how do we practice sustainable lifestyles with this? Today, as you know, post-COVID, we are having a different lifestyle. We are being told to wash our hands very often. We are told to keep a mask and not breathe in because the distance which the COVID can travel is so much. We are going to then see how does this fit into the mainline education, the formal education in schools. So what is the curriculum links and others? So this is the sort of campaign and its objectives. Next one. And finally, we try to draw attention to the role microbes plays in sustaining life on Earth. Most microbes are in fact working to help us live the way we are. There are some which can cause disease, but there are actually numbers very little compared to what it is that are working to see that all this happens that we call life today. You will be hearing about photosynthesis, for instance, and what is the role microbes plays in photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is a very basic element of how sunlight gets converted into energy, converted into food. So without microbes, all higher plants and animals, including ourselves, would die. And I think that is what we need to understand. Look forward to a great seminar, a wonderful thing. We now have 240 people online. And I think as a team, we could really do fantastic in terms of spreading this awareness. So thank you, Pradipta, for this.